What a beautiful morning it is. So we're down on the Grand Union Canal and we're heading towards Norton Junction. So we're going to turn left at Norton Junction and head up towards Watford, Foxton Locks and towards Leicester. So we're a little bit frightened about going through Leicester because we've had a few reports of problems there. And so if you go straight on just here, it takes you down towards London. And that's the view going down towards Buckby Locks, and not far past there is Wilton Marina. But we're going to go left and head up towards the River Soar. We set off on the Saturday and it's now Thursday. Can't remember the date, else I'd tell you, but it was in August. And yeah, we've been on the go for 5 days, but we've not got very far so far. We did intend to have a few stops at places, but we've done it a bit early on, so we need to have a couple of bigger days. Now we're coming past Welton Field Marina, and this confused me a little bit when I looked at where it was, because there's actually 2 Welton Field Marinas. I guess they're owned by the same people, but this one does boat sales. It's a marina. And I think this is the 2nd Welton Field Marina. Correct me if I'm wrong. It'd be a bit confusing, wouldn't it, if it was booked in one and went to the wrong one. And this looks like our first obstacle of the day. So this tree looks really low. There's quite a few trees on our journey that prove a little bit troublesome. Shit, that's not very good. Oh. Someone nearly get beheaded by a branch or stabbed in the head. This is the A5 bridge. So the A5 is the old Roman road, which is, they're all called Watling Street, and yeah, it goes from Marble Arch in London and finishes at Holyhead. And it was in the 1800s it was transformed into the A5, and Thomas Telford was employed to design all the roads that head that way. But the first part was Watling Street, but as it went into Wales, it wasn't. And it also goes through Wales. Did I say that? Just a bit of useless information, if you're interested. So this is Watford Gap Services. I spent many a break in there when it was in my lorry. Now this is Watford Gap Services, so we can't be far away from Watford Locks. And there's a little footpath there that goes into the services, so if you need any expensive little bits from the shop, you can go down there. Sometimes we need to, don't we? Anyway, we're now at Watford Locks. There's 7 locks, 6 of those are in a staircase, and they have a rise of 52 feet 6 inches. So this is called Watford Gap, And Watford Gap is obviously a valley between two hills, and between them two hills you've got the A5 trunk road, you've got the railway line, you've got the canal, and then you've got the M1 motorway. And the Grand Union Canal was opened in 1814. And Carl's going to head off now, and you have to book to go through these locks, or we're just going to find out what's happening and when we can go up them.
Ah, he's up there, is he?
And now we're starting to go up the locks. So the first lock is a lock on its own, and then there's a little bit of a bend going to the second lock, and I don't get it very well. Although you couldn't see it very well there, but I wasn't going very straight into that lock.
No.
There's 3 locks, and then there's a little pound where one boat can pass in that pound. So yeah, if there's someone coming down or just one boat, then you can meet in the middle. There's some very leaky gates there. And the lock gates to the next lock look really high. These locks have lock keepers on them that keep an eye on things, so they're only open between certain times.
It said red before white, you'll be alright. There we go. White paddle starts filling that pound.
The red paddle fills a lot below, and the white paddle fills these pounds, which is like a bit of a reservoir for the locks, so they don't run out of water. To the next lock. To the next lock. There was plans to build an inclined plane here, as there is at Foxton Locks. However, the one at Foxton Locks didn't prove economical, so they scrapped that idea. And another one. It's easy to lose count of how many locks you've been through. I think this one is the last one now. And that's it, we're through Watford staircase locks. So we're now going underneath the M1, and we're heading towards Crick tunnel now. I know. From the top of the locks at Watford to the top of the locks at Foxton, it's 20 miles, and it's about 8 hours cruising according to canal plan, and it's 38 miles to Leicester. So we're at the tunnel at Crick now, and we can see a headlight of a boat coming the other way. So we're just going to bob about until he comes past. And here he comes. Or she. Hey up. Looks like there's another boat coming through. Unless it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Hiya, you alright? There's some lights on inside. And this is a very wet tunnel, and it's said to be haunted by a screaming woman. There's over 1 million bricks in Crick Tunnel, and it was built and completed in 1814. And this is the second attempt at the tunnel because the ground was unstable in the first one they tried. The original tunnel was planned to be 964 yards long, and this tunnel is 1,528 yards long. You can see how wet it is. It's very So they have to do regular checks on the condition of the brickwork.
He looks like a miner with a white t-shirt on.
Went through.
And it took just 3 years to complete this tunnel. And now we're coming into the sunshine and we're at Crick. So this is where the famous boat show is and where we came earlier this year. So we've got moored up and we're going to have a walk into the village. And there used to be a boat sales basin just here. It is one of the places that we came to look at some boats when we was looking for emerald. Well, we was looking for a boat, not particularly emerald, but emerald was the one. So Crick is actually a very sleepy village
Ducks
in
on thatched roof.
Leicestershire. And it's very pretty with lots of little cottages and a couple of pubs. So, and there's a co-op. And there's a thatched cottage there. And there's some little ducks built into it, look. How cute. So then we spot the Wheat Sheaf pub and we're going to go and have a cold drink. And they do some interesting ciders and beers. So yeah, Carl was happy. And now we're going to head off back. The Lion, Red Lion pub, unfortunately was closed. So never mind. But yeah, it's nice exploring these little countryside towns that you get. And while they was building the tunnel, it would have been a hive of activity because they used to have gangs of men coming in to work on these structures. And this made me laugh. It's like it's the old road and it tells you to keep left. So yeah, it's just down this little path, turn right. It's only about half a mile back to the boat. And we're going to get ready and head off again. Hopefully get a little bit further and find somewhere nice to moor up. And this is where it tells you how long you can moor up for. But that is not the case during the Crick boat show. Anyway, we're ready for the off. Rather nice look around Crick. So this is Crick Marina. I'm guessing that's where the moorings are for the show. Look at this for a pretty mooring. Very nice.
Beacon up there, I think it's called Crack's Hill. It's just the bridge that's the footpath mostly.
And these are the lovely guys that we met and shared the locks with at Foxton. They gave us a wave. So they've turned around and they're heading back the other way. So this is Yelvertoft. And it's where Country House Gent got his narrowboat out just there. And of course, Alan from Narrowboat Venture moors his boat here as well. Someone's trying to grow grass on the canal. Don't know whether it's felling or someone's put it in when they've been mowing. But there's a lot of grass floating around. So we're now on the lookout for somewhere to moor up for the night. And we found a spot just here. And what a beautiful evening. Good morning. So we're heading towards Foxton Locks now. So hopefully we're going to get through those today. Well, that's my plan. I'm going to go up the Market Harbour arm and go and have a look up there. I think we've got plenty of time. Hopefully we've got plenty of time. We've heard that there might be a few problems in Leicester. So one of the locks is leaking really badly. So we're hoping we're going to be able to get through. Because we've heard the Canal and River Trust might be closing that lock. And it means coming back anti-clockwise. And it's a long way round if we don't. And look at this beautiful boat. Looks like an old Broad's cruiser. Now we're going past the glamping site. It looks really nice. It's got a hot tub and everything. And for 2 people in August, it's £1,149 for the week. And there's more than this one, there's a few. It's called Haygate's Glamping. I looked at it on Google. So onwards we go. We're getting ready to get that in. Lots of straw. So the A14?
Yeah.
And this is the A14 trunk road, which goes to the M11 and heads east and then goes down south once you get onto the M11. When you drive for a living and you're going over these bridges a lot, it's great to go under them on a boat. So bye bye A14. And onwards to Foxton locks.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
We've just moored up for a bit of breakfast, and just ahead of us to the right is the Watford arm of the Grand Union Canal. And initially it was built to feed the Grand Union Canal from 2 reservoirs. So you got the Watford Reservoir and the Sulby Reservoir. And there used to be 3 mills along this section. It's 1.6 miles long, and there's one lock which is 3 foot 6 deep. And at the end there's supposed to be a really good pub according to Narrowboat that James built. But unfortunately we didn't get to go down there this time. So this is the summit pound of the Grand Union Canal. And it's downhill whichever way you go. That downhill as in going down the locks. So you go down locks from here. So it's a little bit windy. So I'm bringing it in and off we go again. Say what it is. And this is North Kilworth Marina. So we're going along, and I'm completely oblivious. Like, slow down, move more boats and cars chatting away. And then I thought this looks familiar. So this is North Kilworth Wharf. So does that name ring a bell to anybody? Yeah, so yeah, we're cruising through. We're like, well I am. It's actually where the narrowboat that James built was moored when he was refitting Slow Patrol.
Lovely. Oh, it still looks lovely.
And I thought North Kilworth Wharf was further north. I think it's because of the north word in it. I don't know. But yeah, this is where he was, and we watched all of his vlogs when he was doing it up and found it very entertaining. Sometimes it was a little bit distressing, but Yeah, he got there in the end, didn't he? And now he's got a lovely new boat that he's doing up.
It's a Slow Patrol replica. It isn't all.
And now we're heading into Husband's Bosworth Tunnel, which is 1,066 metres long, or 1,166 yards long. And this looks a bit of a drier tunnel.
There you go. How was that?
Lovely. So this one I'll take it through. I think that's a footpath bridge. I'm not sure I fancy that. I've actually had the cratch up all summer this year because the weather has been so wet. But it's beautiful now. I prefer it down actually, but it has given out rain over the weekend. So the last time we was going to Foxton Locks was in the car, and we was actually looking for a narrowboat. It was 3 years ago, well more than 3 years ago now, because we've owned Emerald for 3 years. And do we regret that decision? No. So it'd be good to go to Foxton, and yeah, we'll be able to reminisce and think we're here on a narrowboat. So we was on our way looking at boats at the time. So it's quite exciting. But look at this though. How can you get fed up with this? Look at it. Stunning. And then you can just moor up. It's a different place every night. And it's gorgeous. A black cruiser. Good idea actually, because when you go through locks and you've got a white cruiser, you get black marks all over from the narrowboats. Because the bitumen on the narrowboats transfers onto the locks when you scrape. It's 21 miles now to Leicester. So when we go through Leicester, we're going to get up early and get through there. Because we've heard not good things about it. But we're not going to think about that, are we? We're going to get through Leicester early, and probably on a wet, rainy day. So, shall I see if this comes true? I think we're getting nearer to Foxton Locks now. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a look on the map. I'll probably see it at Foxton Locks. I'm going to see if I can put the drone up again. So it was a bit of a flop earlier on when we was at Watford Junction, because it was too windy, and I took it off from under a tree. First time I've done that. So I had to go up and then sideways into the water and then up and then like dodging all the branches. So it was a bit scary. And then it said wind. Then I saw two gliders. So I brought it down straight away as soon as I saw them, because that is a requirement for the aviation people.
Look at us.
Lots of them. We're nearly at Foxton Locks now. Look at that for a beautiful view. So we're going to get to the top of the locks and take a view of whether we're going to go down today.
Tells you it's all given away, hasn't it? Look. No mooring.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Mooring up against there. So there's plenty of moorings here though. Like I said, we're going to have a look. So here we are. Foxton Locks.
We're here. Lots more outside, right next to the horse. That's sad.
And we have actually moored right next to the horse. So we'll be off down Foxton Locks tomorrow because we decided to stay here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. And sorry it's a bit late. I've been very, very, very busy. So you take care.